Front page of the New York Times this morning. I guess it is never too early. Look at it right here. Hillary Clinton, 2016. That's all her choices hinge on that. And we also did a poll at ABC News this week. Pretty remarkable poll. It said that 57% of the country right now would actually support Hillary Clinton for president. James Carville, of course, you worked closely with her for many, many years. I think it's safe to say that no one knows what she's going to do. But the point of the New York Times is right, though. She has to, every decision she makes now, she has to look at it through the prism of that bigger decision, right?
Since 1944, if we would have been sitting here, Republicans have always craved order, and they've always looked for a line to get behind. We've always been people that we want to fall in love. We're looking for the next argument. This is entirely different. Every Democrat I know says, God, I hope she runs. We don't need a primary. Let's just go to post with this thing. We don't want to fight with anybody over anything. The Republicans, they need a fight. Somebody's got to beat somebody. Somebody's got to stand. Beating Herman Cain and Michelle Bachmann don't count. You got to beat somebody good. You got to go through the difficult process.
You got to beat a ranked team.
Yeah, you got to beat somebody. And the Republicans know that they need a primary. We don't want a primary. We don't want to be slugging this thing out in April. You know what? We got a pretty good demographic deck. We like winning presidential elections. She's popular. Let's just go with it. And the pressure on her is going to be enormous.
Making Mary laugh over there.
Well, the idea that this just defies, I love Hillary. I wish she would run, but it defies human nature to think that Democrats, even though they are redistributionists and utopians, would not be competitive, that Warner or all these other Democrats who've been waiting in the wings are going to have a dynasty, since Democrats always complaining about these dynasties. They're going to have another Clinton step up, and everyone's going to go, yeah, step back. I don't think so. Furthermore, the Democratic Party is split. 17% of them are extreme liberals, and then the rest of them are centrists. And the 2014 senators that are running are centrists. The ones that just got elected are centrists. So she would have to run with the country, which would alienate.
She bridges that divide right now.
Yeah, I think, that what's happened is the extreme liberals, I guess that would, I talked to a lot of those guys. They're also pragmatic. They compromised a lot on health care reform. They said they wanted Medicare for all, but they were willing to take Obamacare, and they would see Hillary Clinton as someone who could continue to, make incremental progress towards what they want. I've never seen this much love.
I do think the interesting, the whole race in 2016 right now pivots off of her. I think that whether or not other Democrats run, it's all going to pivot off of her, and even the Republicans, to a degree, are going to pivot off what she does. To me, though, this is a moment where we are going to have a dominant woman candidate for president, whether Hillary runs or not. And if she doesn't run, another woman candidate will emerge. And I think Washington actually is in dire need of women's leadership in the Congress, because if you look at the competition and look at all the dynamics, I think this country would be served well if, whether it's Hillary or somebody else, a woman candidate emerge as a dominant force in this country.
20 women in the Senate right now.
The junior senator from New York will be that woman who is now occupying Hillary's seat, Senator Gillibrand.
And Hillary?
I have no clue, and I'm not going to think about president.
He does not want to talk about 2016.
I don't know what she's going to do, but I do know this. The Democrats wanted to run. And I don't just mean a lot of Democrats. I mean a whole lot of Democrats, like 90% across the country. We just don't. We just want to win. We think she's the best person, and shut it down. And that's across the board.
And until then, it freezes the race for a long time, which is a blessing to George Will.
We need to worry about it for a while.